What's going on, Guardians? It's Tizzle here. So, in the reveal stream today, they did reveal to us that the beloved Whisper and Outbreak missions, aka Zero Hour, are returning to Destiny 2, which is really exciting. They're the two best exotic missions, in my opinion. You can see some background gameplay just from the live stream. So, it looks like a return to form, pretty much exactly how they used to be, just in the modern age. But they also did say that some secrets have changed, like where the secret chests are and things like that, and the boss fights, but they didn't reveal that. And we'll talk about that in a sec, but I just want to quickly give a very quick recap of the other stuff they revealed. So they revealed 3 new PvP maps. This isn't really a PvP channel, so if you want more info on that, I would check out a PvP YouTuber. They will release on May 7th, and there will be a mode where we can play just these new maps. So that's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to that, actually. I might dip into some PvP. They're also bringing a new challenge mode called Pantheon. They kind of mentioned it's like fighting raid bosses on escalating difficulty. So we don't know much about that, but they will give more info on it in future TWABs. And then new players can skip the new light quest and get right into the game if they choose to do so. So that's kind of a nice quality of life thing. If they're like a returning player or made a new account, or they have a friend that can take them through the game and show them the ropes. So that's cool. And then you can change your character's appearance and also change your Bungie name if you choose. So I know that both those things have been long requested. I deleted my Titan here in February, right before they announced that we'd be able to change, because I wanted a female body type. So yeah, that's a really nice change. Wish I had known about that before I deleted the Titan, but that's okay. And then there's a Final Shape gameplay stream reveal on April 9th at 9:30 Pacific time. So half an hour earlier than these reveal streams have been. So that'll be good. So I'll definitely be checking that out. So with that out of the way, let's talk about the Whisper and Zero Hour missions. So this was the gameplay I initially saw in the reveal stream. And like I said, it looks just how it used to, and they're using an eager edge sword here. It looks like Falling Guillotine. So that will be really nice. We have so much more movement tech than we did back in the day. I remember people doing World Line Zero skating to speedrun this mission. So yeah, eager will be really nice. So my first concern when the gameplay started was it said like a 36-minute timer. And they did go on to talk about this. So the regular version has a 40-minute timer. And then the legend version is a 20-minute timer. So that's nice, because when I first saw that timer, I was like, oh my God, they're making this like an absolute joke. One of the things that made these two missions so great was the time limit. It put that added pressure on you. And yeah, it just made it super epic. And then even when you're going through for like the chests and to get like the hidden ship and things like that, the exotic ship, it really forced you to like learn the route and become kind of an expert at running it. So like I said, I'm just really glad that the time limit on the harder version is still 20 minutes. And they did mention that the boss fights are a little different, but they didn't reveal any of that. And then here they just kind of talk about Trevor, and this was like original concept art, and then they just made this vacuum thing look a little more scary, which was cool. But anyways, these missions will be very worth doing because you can craft these. So here's really why I wanted to make a video, because Whisper of the Worm is already kind of a meta weapon, but the thing that keeps it from like being OP is you kind of need a boss that can just sit back and you can just land crits on. So something like Ralk, a boss that moves around, Whisper is not good. But on something like Oryx, where you literally just post up, ADS, and left click or hit R2 or whatever it is on controller, Whisper's great because you can proc Whispered Breathing. And so that's what kind of kills the DPS of Whisper, is you have to hold ADS and then proc Whispered Breathing, and then you can't miss shots, because then you're going to have to reload and you're going to have to reproc Whispered Breathing. But anyways, Whisper is looking very, very strong, because we can see here right now it has Mulligan, but we can get Field Prep, No Distractions, and Enlightened Action. So again, this is kind of why I wanted to make this video, because I wanted to talk about the way I'm going to craft my Whisper. So you can see it's got really low handling speed. So I'm going fluted barrel for sure in this column. Is this playing? Oh yeah. They just stay on mulligan for a really long time, I guess. So yeah, fluted barrel here for that added handling. Normally here, I like flared magwell because of reload speed, but this weapon, you just saw it, it can roll field prep. So no distractions would be really good because it reduces incoming flinch, so it's going to allow you to hit your crits better. So you may want to go no distraction for just ease of use, but I highly recommend field prep because as long as you're crouching, you don't need to spec into reload speed. You'll just be able to crouch and then get a really fast reload. So I want to go back to these perks here. So steady rounds is probably going to be the way to go here. So fluted barrel for handling, steady rounds here for high stability, which will make it easier to land shots. And then you can go no distraction if you like, but field prep is obviously really nice for the reload speed and the increased reserves. And they mentioned that this weapon is going from 18 reserves like it currently has to 24. And then with field prep, that might even take it up to like 27. So this thing returns when you hit 3 shots in a row that are crits, it returns 1 ammo out of thin air. So this already has some of the highest total damage in the entire game, especially with Whispered Breathing. And now it's going to be even better because it's getting deeper reserves. So this is crazy. And then here, again, I'm going to spec into handling. So whichever one of these gives the most handling is kind of what I'm going for. And this says optimize for recoil control. So this gives, it says stability, but it's giving handling. So I'm not too sure. But anyways, go with handling or stability, whatever kind of gives you the best combination of the two. So that's how I'm going to craft my Whisper. Fluted barrel, steady rounds, field prep for more reserves and quicker reload if you do miss a shot. That's just the way to go. And then whatever one gives handling or stability or both. Then on Outbreak, you can go a couple ways here. So we have extended mag. They show it later, but it goes from 36 to 44. And then you can get rewind rounds here. So you basically can just lay on the trigger forever. So that is like the DPS version of Outbreak is 100% go extended mag with rewind rounds. And then we'll just skip ahead. Or like Headseeker might be nice for PvP or something, but and I mean, it's more forgiving in PvE, I guess, but Rapid Hit is super nice. It increases stability and reload speed. Outbreak has a unique like recoil direction. It already feels like a laser, so I can't imagine how good it's going to feel on with Rapid Hit. And then Touch of Malice also gets Rapid Hit, and just that ×5 reload speed is super, super nice with Rapid Hit. So rewind rounds are extended mag, or I'm probably going flared magwell with Rapid Hit. But that's because I'm mostly a solo player. And if you're a fan of my content, you know I hate reloading, which again, rewind rounds, you're going to have to reload less. But I just think kind of for my play style, Rapid Hit works better. Because yeah, I'll just be able to reload very, very quickly. And the thing is, as you deal sustained damage, it increases the nanites and the nanite damage. I think they kind of show it here. Yeah, parasitism. So this weapon does more damage to enemies based on the number of SIVA nanites attached to them. And then increases nanite damage, enemies that die with nanites attached. So basically, as you keep landing shots, it stacks up and there is like a little bit of a cooldown. So with Rapid Hit, as long as you can reload quickly and then keep that sustained damage on, then you're not going to lose that the buildup of the nanites. So again, as a solo player, I really like Rapid Hit Flared Magwell just for the benefits that it gives to like your stats. But for just straight DPS on a boss, you want extended mag and rewind rounds because you're literally going to be able to shoot. Again, it goes up to 44. So say you land all those shots, then it divides by 22. So that's going to be 66. So say you land those 22 shots, then it's going to be 11. So you're up to like 77. Then it's going to give you 5 or 6 back. So you're looking at shooting like 80 rounds on your magazine until you're going to have to reload, which is crazy. Where with Rapid Hit and no mag boosting perk, it's going to be 36, but your reload's going to be extremely fast. It's going to be like Outlaw Reload, but you don't need a kill. So again, it depends if you're solo or if you're just looking to straight hold that trigger. But either way, Outbreak's getting a nice buff here, and I'm very excited for it. And Whisper there's like high potential for it to be like the DPS meta, especially depending on the boss. It's already kind of meta, like I said, on Oryx or any boss where you can just sit and plink away for an extended time, because the DPS on Whisper doesn't fall off. Like once you're going, as long as you're hitting crits, it's always reloading. There's no downtime on Whisper. The only time is when you miss a crit, then you're kind of screwed. You have to reload. You have to ADS for a second or two to proc Whispered Breathing and get the loop going again. But in a team, again, depending on the boss, even if you just have Divinity, then it's pretty much guaranteed crits. So yeah, anyways, I'm super looking forward to Whisper being back on top, being back in the meta, because it's already very, very good, and being craftable could just push it kind of to the next level. So anyways, I just wanted to make a video. I'm very excited for these missions to come back. I hope they're very challenging, because that was my biggest concern with these missions coming back, is just that they're not going to be like they once were. But in this early gameplay, somewhere in here on the right side is a brig. I think it's maybe this room. Yeah, so there's a brig there. So they have added some enemies, and they did mention that the boss fights are a little different. So we'll see how they play out. I still don't think they'll be as challenging as they were back in the day. I solo flawlessed 0 hour, and I soloed Whisper. It's the only exotic mission I've never solo flawlessed. So I'm definitely going to be going for that like day 1 or 2 whenever it releases. So keep an eye on the channel for that. I'll probably do a commentary vid. I'll probably run it with a fire team to kind of learn my way around the route again. But yeah, I am looking forward to finally getting that solo flawless on Whisper that I never got to get back in the day. These missions are iconic, and I think Bungie knows that. So I think they're going to return in a really good state, personally. But like I said, we're just so strong now. I don't think it will be as hard as it was back in the day, but it's still going to be really fun to have these missions back. And overall, just with Into the Light, I'm very impressed with the content offering. I was joking with my clanmates. I said we're getting more content with this free update than we do in Seasons. And at least like gameplay wise, like Seasons has narrative and whatever. But as a person who plays this game for the gameplay, I'm very much looking forward to everything that's coming with it. Like I said, there's that Echelon, or whatever the heck they called, Pantheon, sorry. The Pantheon activity. We're getting Onslaught. We're getting 2 exotic missions. Yeah, just a very good content offering. Into the Light's going to be really fun. 3 new PvP maps. Like I said, it's really gameplay focused, which is what I like. So yeah, keep an eye on the channel, because I'm sure I'll be trying to crank out as much content as I can. I'm moving cities here in the next couple months, so I will have to let my foot off the gas at some point, but I do just want to thank everyone for all the support that you've given. March was by far my most successful month. I had over like 5,000 subscribers in a month, which is crazy for me. I'm hoping to keep it up. I'm glad you're all liking the content, and please watch my subclass school videos, because they're very good and a lot of work went into them. And yeah, I guarantee you'll learn something, and it will help you build crafting going forward into Onslaught and into the Light. Sorry, Into the Light and Final Shape. So yeah, if you're still watching, I'm just rambling, but I did just want to thank everybody, because it means a lot. I just love making content for you guys, so it means a lot that you're liking it and watching it. So anyways, I look forward to next week playing Onslaught and all the new content that they're bringing us. It's going to be really fun. And yeah, look forward to crafting a god roll Whisper of the Worm. So yeah, thanks for watching, and take care.